Alright, in this video we're going to be going over the heart and arteries of the shark. So to start us off, we're going to zoom in a bit. There we go. Move on down a little bit. And perfect. So to start us off, we have the parietal pericardium would be covering the heart right here. So we have the heart is here. We have the ventral aorta is up at the very top right here, would be the ventral aorta. We have the conus arteriosus is right here. And then we also have the coronary arteries running on the conus arteriosus. So right there would be a coronary artery, on the other side as well. The atrium are on the sides right here and right here. And then we also have the ventricle, which is this big part right here. The transverse septum is what would be separating the heart from the rest of the body. So whenever you close this part right here, it would close it up. So the transverse septum is seen here. And then we also have the falciform ligament here. And the sinus venosus is under the heart. So right there is where the sinus venosus is. Under the heart is where the blood will collect. And then we're going to move into the body cavity. So kind of opening this up, we have the dorsal aorta running along the body. The first branch right here is the coeliac artery, and that will also branch into right here, which is the ovarian artery. And in the male, that would be the testicular artery, branching into the ovaries, the ovarian artery. We're gonna follow this over. So we have here, we're gonna find the hepatic artery. So here's our coeliac artery again. We're gonna find the hepatic artery branching with the hepatic portal vein. You can kind of see right here, this one isn't very dyed, doesn't have a lot of color to it, but that's the hepatic artery. This branch right here is the gastrohepatic artery right here, and then that branches into the gastric artery, which is right here. Branching this way, we have the pancreatico-mesenteric artery, which is right here. And then if we follow the artery in the stomach some more, we have the pyloric artery and vein, which is right here. The vein isn't dyed well, but it runs along with the artery. And if we follow it up more, it didn't get any dye, but the duodenal artery would be right up in here. And then we're gonna follow this down, flip this back over. We have the anterior mesenteric artery. So we're gonna be running down the dorsal aorta, and there's actually another artery that got broken off. But this first branch, this next branch after the coeliac artery is the anterior mesenteric artery. There's also going to be another one right after it. I'm going to put it back in its place. So the branch right after it is the gastrosplenic artery. And so that runs up into the spleen. I'm going to zoom out, try and zoom out. So right there, the gastrosplenic artery. This is the anterior mesenteric artery. It runs into the posterior intestinal vein, or intestinal vein and artery. The artery is red. And then on the other side of the intestine is the anterior intestinal artery and vein. And that should be everything you need to know for the Oh, and we also have the rectal artery, or sorry, the posterior mesenteric artery, which is running with the rectal gland. And so that is right there. Posterior mesenteric artery runs up to the rectal gland. And that is all the arteries in the shark, along with the heart.